Hi everyone, it's the EnglishSimmer here and welcome back to another tier ranking video. I absolutely love giving my unsolicited opinions and I already know I am about to be an emotional wreck this weekend because not only are we getting Fearless Taylor's version, which is like the album that it fueled me. It was the first album I got to see Taylor live. I was 15 at the time. She walked through the crowd. I got to hug her. Yes, I have hugged Taylor Swift. It's just a whole load of feelings, and it's also the very last episode of Wynonna Earp, at least what we think is going to be the last episode, which is my comfort show. So two very emotional things coming up for me this weekend. It's going to be a personal journey, so I decided, why don't I do a comfort video? And tier videos are something that I really like. I also went onto youtube.com this morning and saw Jessie had done a tier ranking of every single Sims pack that has ever been released. That's a lie. There was like 5 missing. I am going to include them. There just won't be pictures. I'll just tell you why I rank them. I've kind of gone off the same thing that Jessie did, the same scale. So I have when the nostalgia hits. This is just like one that makes me feel good. Like this is going to be like listening to Fearless this weekend. It's going to give me those feels. It's just something that like sits in my brain and is unproblematic because I just loved it as a child. Then we have the love it option, which is pretty self-explanatory. We have good egg, you know, this is good, it's not bad, it's not great, it's just like good and I enjoy it. Alright is like, it's there, like I could probably live without it, but it was fun when I played it. And then the last one is either I don't have a memory of it and therefore it's bad in my opinion, or I very vividly remember it and it's bad in my opinion. Sims 2 kitchen and bath stuff. No, this reminds me of like a kit and that is self-explanatory in itself. I don't need a stuff pack dedicated to kitchens and bathrooms. I cannot remember what came with this. Does it stand out to me? No, it does not. Sims 3 base game, love it. I hated it at the time. It stressed me the hell out. I realized that you had to play 2 Sims at once. I sent one to work and I had my teenager at home. All hell broke loose. I absolutely hated it. I ran back to The Sims 2 like a little wuss for the next 2-3 years. But once I learned to love The Sims 3, I loved it. Sims 3 ambitions. I love Sims 3 ambitions. I absolutely love active careers, especially in The Sims 4 as well. Like, I think every career should be an active career in the future. I've always liked them. I love each different profession that came with ambitions. It is peak Sims 3 for me. Glamour life stuff, again, I don't remember it whatsoever. I don't really like the glamorous stuff anyway. I never really use them in any Sims game, so therefore it's going in bad. Sims 4 Get Famous. I actually really like Get Famous. I think the fame system is actually one of the best that we have. I went back and played Late Night, and the celebrity system just seems so watered down in comparison to Get Famous. I don't know, I love like the tier system. I love the tier system in The Sims 4. Yes, I do think there could have been more content. I definitely think there could have been like more careers than what there was, but I did like it. I would have liked it more if there had also been like a music focus, but what was there I think was done very well. Sims 2 IKEA stuff, good egg. Same with H&M fashion stuff. My teenagers like use this all the time. I think these brand collabs were actually really nice in The Sims 2 because they weren't like driven by the brand, but like they were just very like essential items that they could pass off as like a brand collab. Sims 3 town life stuff. I honestly cannot tell you what came with this. Maybe washers and dryers and then like the kids play area, which are actually pretty good objects, but to be honest, I feel like they also later came like in expansion packs, which kind of like eradicates the usefulness of town life stuff. Sims 3 pets, absolutely love it. It's the best version of any pets we've ever got. Yes, horses annoy the hell out of me because they override everything on your lot and your sim just wants to frickin' take them out of their stable constantly. However, small pets included, Sims 4 could never. And also the cats and the dogs were really done well. Sims 3 World Adventures. I have learned to love this. This being the very first expansion pack for The Sims 3 literally puts every single expansion pack to shame. I had never played this one, went back and played it recently. It's huge. Sims 3 Late Night. I really love the world that came with Late Night. I think it is incredible. And I do like the stuff that came with it, but to me, I'm gonna put it in good egg. Movie hangout stuff, I'm not gonna lie. Okay, hear me out here. I know I'm gonna get so many comments like, oh my god, I can't believe you put movie hangout stuff in the same, like, tier as the Sims 3 base game and like Sims 3 Pets. Sims 4 I feel like is its own entity, you know? Like, this is basing it off the content that we have for the Sims 4. Like, if I was gonna rank it against, to be fair, I didn't really like stuff packs for the Sims 3, so that is a moot point anyway, but I like movie hangout stuff. I don't need to say any more than that. I also quite like spooky stuff, but to be honest, it could have just come in seasons at a later date. It's alright. I like the stuff that came with it. I do host Halloween parties quite a lot, like the dress up parties. I use the stuff a lot. It was a very weird release. I feel like they were just like, hey, October's coming up, let's push out something spooky. Sims 3 Supernatural, when the nostalgia hits. I don't know what it is about The Sims 3 Supernatural, but my god, it has a, like, solid piece of my heart. Like, I physically, like, may have ripped out a piece of my heart and just given it to The Sims 3 Supernatural at this point. I don't know whether it was my Let's Play, I don't know what it was, but it just hits that spot for me and I absolutely love it. I love fairies, I love werewolves. I'm so sad that we don't have fairies or werewolves for The Sims 4 yet. Vintage glamour stuff, no, it's shite. Luxury party stuff, no, it's shite. Tiny living stuff, love it. Honestly, got me to build, which any pack that comes out and can, like, encourage me to build is a win in my opinion. And I just love all of the stuff. Sims 4 Seasons, I like the stuff that came with seasons, but like when you compare it to like other seasons, I don't know, it just doesn't hit that same spot for me. I don't know. Seasons I feel like was a big game changer when I was younger, whereas now I'm like, I like the weather systems and stuff, but Sims 4 Seasons just, I don't know, I like it. I think it's a good pack, but I think there just needed to be a bit more, like, different activities, different things that you could do in each season. None of the seasons really felt individual enough, although I love holidays. I think holidays were one of the best additions to The Sims 4 ever, which is why I'm putting it in good egg. Backyard stuff, the only time I will ever use this is if I have kids and it's like a hot day just to get them out of the house. Mansion and garden stuff, I don't remember, so I'm just gonna throw it in there. Happy holiday stuff, I mean, I guess this is just like Christmas trees and wreaths and stuff. I like the holidays, but I mean, it wasn't like a standout pack for me. Kids room stuff, I actually really like kids room stuff. I think the void critters are one of my favorite additions of The Sims 4. It's a good egg. I do wish that kids still had more to do, obviously, in The Sims 4. Holiday party pack, again, I don't know if they're the same. I feel like Jessie said this in her video, but this one really stands out to me. Like, I vividly remember getting this. Like, I'm fairly sure I got it for Christmas, and I don't know why it stands out in my head. Like, I'm fairly sure I was in like Borders with my mum and I was like, oh my god, Sims 2, and then I remember getting it for Christmas. Fitness stuff, honestly, no, I hate anything fitness-esque. Like, it's been done 1,000 times over in The Sims 4. I'm not really a big fan of it. I like some of the build buy mode puts this in alright for me. And also, if you have Snowy Escape now, I mean, rock climbing is kind of in that anyway, so is it a little bit redundant? Yes. Realm of Magic. This would be in Love It if there were just like slightly different stories to tell with Realm of Magic. My first pet stuff, absolutely no explanation needed for that one. I will hold my hands up and say I say this every time, but my first pet stuff, I do use the small animals like fairly often, especially once again for my kids. And I do use like the disease to kill Sims, obviously, it's me. But I mean, it just shouldn't exist in general, so therefore it's going in bad. What's this one? Oh my god. 10:27 the other day and I can't even see my screen anymore. Outdoor living stuff. It looks like we got jacuzzis, but I feel like we already had jacuzzis in The Sims 3. Sun lounges, maybe, as well. Stuff packs just aren't my fave in general, I feel like. Fast lane stuff. I like this little sports car, but I mean, again, this was kind of just an addition if you wanted more cars. If the fixer-upper car came with this, I'm gonna put it in alright. If it didn't come with the fixer-upper, it's going into bad. Do I put it in alright or do I put it in good egg? I don't really use character values. I like the stuff that came with Parenthood though. Like, I love how Sims can have their own journals and things. It's going in good egg. I feel like I wouldn't be able to play The Sims 4 without Parenthood in it. Discover University. This is tough, man. Again, I think I'm gonna put it in good egg, because I actually kind of like how university is done in The Sims 4. I don't know why. I know a lot of people don't, but I personally quite enjoy it, and I like the like clubs that came with it and stuff. I really feel like it's a chance to have your like young adult Sims go out there and really put the stamp on their own characters. So I like it for the character development. I'm not gonna lie, like, it's been a long time since I played with Showtime, but I also feel like I didn't use it too much, so I'm gonna put it in alright. The careers seem like really fun, but it just like wasn't, I don't know, it just wasn't really my thing. Sims 4 Get to Work. I don't think this is a bad expansion. I feel like, looking back on it, I feel like we don't know what we had when it came to Get to Work. Like, I know outside of the jobs, there's not really like a lot going on, but you also have the retail system, which is, I quite like the retail system. I'm gonna put it in... This is way harder than I thought it was gonna be, because usually this ranks quite low on my like Sims 4 scales, but like in the grand scheme of things, I'm gonna put it in alright, only because I haven't used the careers in a long time. I like the careers when I do play as them. Laundry day stuff, it's a good egg. It's not like up there with Tiny Living for me, but I enjoy it. I love the assets that came with it. I just don't do laundry that well. Teen style stuff, I have to put it in nostalgia. I don't know what it was about teen style stuff, but I loved it. Please don't ask. I'm fairly sure this is the pack that had the surfboard in it. Excuse me if I am wrong, but it had like a surfboard that you could plaster up on a Sims wall. And I used to use that surfboard all the time because at the time I thought I was straight. And the only type of boy that I was attracted to was like surfer boy, long shaggy blonde hair. And therefore I just made a ton of like surfer boys in The Sims 2. Sims 3 diesel stuff. To be honest, I feel like I only used one pair of jeans ever from that pack. Like this wasn't a brand that like hit home for me. Sims 3 Generations. It's in Love It and When the Nostalgia Hits. It's the most memorable pack from The Sims 3. I don't have anything negative to say out about it. It is the unproblematic queen of The Sims 3. Like, you could play The Sims 3 base game and Generations and have hours of fun. High-end loft stuff, nope, could not give a crap about it. Sims 3 Into the Future, bad for me. I don't think it was a bad pack in general. I actually think it was a pretty cool concept and I think it was done pretty well, but the gameplay just does not, like, I don't know, it just does not mesh with me at all. I'm really not fussed about it. I tried it, I bought it, and then I kind of regretted spending my money on it. Also, really sad that this was like the last like hurrah for The Sims 3. I don't know, it just felt very flat to me. I love The Sims 3 Island Paradise, but it barely runs. I'll throw it out there. Like, don't go off this like, oh, I'm gonna go buy all the packs that Molly loves, because this is really hard to run. Even like great spec PCs, like you get a couple of like weeks into a save file in Isla Paradiso and it starts to slow up. There's so much movement around the world, but I absolutely love it. Master Suite stuff, I feel like I use like one robe from this, but that's about it. Movie stuff was so bad. I hated movie stuff. I remember buying this and I instantly regretted it because I was like, I am never ever gonna touch any of this stuff. Why did I buy it? Sims 3 Seasons nostalgia for me. Those freaking festivals hit different. Like, again, you don't know what you had till it's gone. I absolutely adored festivals. Like being able to go pick your pumpkins. Oh, it was so good. I really miss the Sims 3 Seasons. Like, I feel like Sims 4 Seasons could have, like, shot to the top here if it only had festivals. Sims 3 University, I actually prefer Sims 3 University over Sims 4. I don't know why, but I feel like the clubs that they had, like the Rebels and all of them, they really made university for me in The Sims 3. I think they kind of did the club system a little bit better than what The Sims 4 does, even though I do like The Sims 4, like, societies. I just think Sims 3 is, like, perfection of what a Sims university should be. Sims 4 Dine Out. See, I want to put this in good egg, but also it's always broken, so I'm gonna put it in alright, because it is, like, basically unplayable. Like, sometimes it'll work, sometimes it won't. It's bizarre how it happens. Cool kitchen stuff. I wish this had an option of its own. I hate it. No. Useless. When... I say this all the time in like videos like this. When was the last time you used the ice cream maker in The Sims 4? Be honest with yourself. The Sims 4 base game, it's been so long since like the base game was released now. And like looking back on it, yes, it was like unfinished when it was released. I mean, the fact that we didn't even have pools in The Sims 4 when it came out, and looking like back at the maps, like with the whited out buildings and the blue background, oh, it gives me the heebie-jeebies. And I do feel like most of the issues that we have with The Sims 4 now come from the base game. And so... therefore, I did get a 70-part or something let's play out of it, which don't ask me how. I do like all of the careers in The Sims 4. I'll give it that. I feel like that's what carried like LPs back in the day, is like having Sims in different careers and just really like exploring a big base game, because like it wasn't massive, don't get me wrong, but it was like big enough that you could get like gameplay out of it. But I'm gonna put it in alright. Sims 4 Island Living. This is very much an unpopular opinion. People will not agree with me on this one, but I actually enjoy Island Living. I don't know if it's the world. I think the world is gorgeous, so like maybe that plays a role. Yes, I wish it were better. Like if it were better, I would love it. If mermaids had like different tiers and a ranking system to them, like everything that is in here I really like, but it doesn't feel finished, I think, is the issue with Island Living, and like the issue that most players have with it. Romantic garden stuff, I'm not a builder, so therefore I don't really use this one. It's not a favorite of mine at all. I don't really like even landscape with it. I don't think it's needed for landscaping. Sims 4 Cats and Dogs. No, that's also going in bad for me. I know what you're thinking, like, Molly, Brindleton Bay. Yes, Brindleton Bay is Bay. Cats and Dogs as a system was shite. I never played the vet career. I think I played it once for like my Let's Play. And to be honest, I just don't like it. There's nothing to do. There is absolutely nothing to do in The Sims 4 Cats and Dogs. Moschino stuff is an absolute dark horse for me. I'm gonna put it in good egg. I don't think it's quite as good as Tiny Living. I do love the updated photography, and I also like some of the creator sim assets. I love build and buy mode. it was definitely that shift that we saw from like the old stuff packs to the new stuff packs. Sims 4 Perfect Patio stuff, it's completely redundant. Don't purchase this one. I say it all the time. You don't need this because this came with hot tubs as like the main item. We all got one for the 20th anniversary. You don't need it. Sims 4 Spa Day, I actually think this is alright. I quite enjoy Spa Day. Like I said, I love getting my Sims off their home lot. I think spas are a really nice way to do that. Actually, this came with yoga as well. And I use yoga an awful lot. I actually don't think I could get rid of Spa Day from my game. So therefore, it's gonna go in good egg. I love how alright was like, I could probably remove it and not miss it. Sims 4 base games just chilling there. Oh man. Okay, I enjoy The Sims 4. We all know it has its issues though. Strangerville surprised me, I will say. I like the story. I thought it was a very cool concept. Would I ever play it again? Probably not. I do really love the world. I think if you could turn off like the story and just live in the world, I would use it a lot more. Sims 4 toddler stuff. What came with this? Oh, well, the like big ball pit. Oh god. Ball pit gate. So we got the ball pit, the slide. I use some of those items sometimes. I like never throw toddler play dates, but that's because of the issues that we have with The Sims 4 in general and like having to know a sim and not having just like a family phone book that you could call. I mean, I don't think it's bad per se, but I honestly like I think it would have been better if like toddlers could actually like dress up off their own accord. Like if it had come with items that actually related to the creator sim and stuff like that. So therefore, I'm gonna put it in bad. Sims 4 Get Together. Love it. Maybe an unpopular opinion? I don't know. I don't know how the community in general feels about Get Together. I use the club system all the time. It's one of the backbones of my Sims 4. I absolutely love it. Like being able to throw parties, have groups, like do specific tasks. I have to say, I think it's probably the most effort the team have ever put into a system. And it shows. Sims 4 Vampires. Actually, this is gonna go up in nostalgia, because I feel like this is an unpopular opinion, that I love it. However, I know it's gonna have so much nostalgia for me. Like, if we are getting a Sims 5 at some point, this is gonna be so nostalgic. I love Vampires. I think everything about that pack was done right for that occult. Sims 2 Apartment Life. I'm gonna be real with you. I know we got apartments in this, and I know we got like careers for pets. I feel like we got in Apartment Life. I can't really remember what else we got in Apartment Life. I'm gonna be 100% honest. I feel like it's a good pack. Can I remember it too much? Not really. Maybe I need to go back and like just play Apartment Life to see what like came with it. If I remembered, I'd probably put it in good egg. Sims 2 Bon Voyage. I went and replayed this before we got Snowy Escape, I feel like, and to be honest, it's never been my favorite. I don't even think it was good as the Sims on Holiday. Sims 2 Family Fun stuff, I do not remember in the slightest, unless this came with the surfboard and then it's when the nostalgia hits. Sims 2 Free Time, love it. Okay, I'm putting it in nostalgia because it's my favorite expansion for The Sims 2. I constantly go on about how we need more hobbies in The Sims 4. Sims 2 Free Time did it right. I want a hobby system. Sims 2 base game, love it. Iconic, beautiful. My favorite base game of the whole Sims. This is the one that introduced downtown to The Sims 2, and honestly, I love it. Like, I've always been a sucker for getting my Sims off their home lot, and Nightlife definitely did that. I feel like that was the moment I fell in love, probably, with having my Sims, like, travel around. Actually, no, that was definitely Hot Date. What am I talking about? Sims 2 Open for Business. I need to go back and play this because I got this and as a kid I didn't understand how to like run businesses or anything. So therefore I'm gonna put it in alright because I feel like if I played this now, I don't know if I would enjoy it, but I feel like it was big enough for me to enjoy. I constantly see people say like, Sims 2 Open for Business had the best retail system like in any Sims game ever. Sims 2 Pets, I feel like I just need to go back and play like all of the Sims 2 like individually, like each expansion, because for some reason, it's my favorite of the franchise and I can't really remember it all too well. I'm also gonna put Pets in alright, because did we get small animals? I feel like we did. I feel like we got birds and stuff. Maybe I'm gonna put it in good egg. Maybe I'll bump it up there. Sims 2 Seasons, I mean, it had a weather system. I don't really remember a lot else from it, so therefore I'm gonna put it in, like, alright. Sims 2 University. This I vividly remember. I have played Sims 2 University recently. I honestly don't think it's as good as The Sims 3 University in my personal opinion, and therefore it's going in good egg. I do think it's good. Sims 3 70s, 80s, 90s, no, again, it was one of those ones that I bought and I instantly regretted it. Sweet Treats! The one and only Katy Perry Sweet Treats. I still own a, like, covered version of this, like a wrapped version, because I was like, this is gonna be a collector item someday. I am not unwrapping it. I have to say, I did quite like using it in, like, little kids' rooms, but I mean, it was useless, really, wasn't it? Other than, like, a couple of, like, the lollipops. I love Katy Perry, don't get me wrong. I love Katy Perry throughout this era. I went to see her premiere down in London. I won tickets for it. I was a Katy cat at this point in my life. However, it wasn't the best collab I've ever seen. Sims 4 City Living, I feel like this is an unpopular opinion, but I absolutely bloody love it. I think it's a great expansion. I love all of the careers that came with it. I love San Myshuno. It's hands down my favorite world. I love the apartment system. I do kind of wish that you could like edit your apartments from the outside. Jungle Adventure I think is gorgeous, and I did have fun when I was playing with it, and I do go back. Archaeological skill helps this one for sure. Only because I really love archaeology and I love that skill, and I do still travel to Jungle Adventure, Selvdorado even, and have my Sims like work on that skill, but it's not one of my favorites. I think it's gorgeously done, but like it can get repetitive. Outdoor Retreat, again, I like my Sims being able to leave their lot. I go on here like for what's it called, like honeymoons quite a lot, but it also isn't the best to me for a Sims 4 pack, so it's gonna go there. Then we have the Sims base game, the original. You know what? It has to go in nostalgia. It was great. I freaking loved it. Yes, it hasn't aged the best. Sims Hot Date, straight into nostalgia. My favorite expansion pack for The Sims 1. We have House Party. This is gonna go in... It has the dancing cake strippers, and therefore I feel like I need to put it in good egg. But I know if this came out, like, I shouldn't say this, but if this came out in this day and age, like, I'd probably be like, what the hell is this? But The Sims 1 was so kooky and no one really knew where it was going. I did kind of prefer Living Large because it came with, like, genies and stuff and the sad clown. Like, this was so bizarre. It was so cool when I was a kid, so it's going in good egg. Making Magic... Also, when the nostalgia hits, it's next to Hot Date, one of my favorite expansion packs. Superstar, absolutely love it. This was the dream. I had a Sim called Britney Spears because I spelt Britney Spears wrong. I loved her. She was an angel. It's going in there. The Sims Unleashed. Again, we had small animals in this, and I remember because there was a parrot, and you could have cages and stuff. So therefore, this is gonna go. I liked Unleash. It's going in good egg. I can't remember what you could do, like to interact with the animals, but it's going in good egg because I liked it. Sims Vacation, I absolutely loved on holiday. It got too big. I think it was great. I loved it as a kid. I probably still love it now. Like, yeah, it probably doesn't hold up, but I did love it at the time. And also, like, being able to get away from your home lot was great. Celebration stuff, No, cannot remember it. Sims 4 bowling night. I like the stuff. I do enjoy taking my Sims bowling. So therefore, it's gonna go in good egg. Yes, there's some issues with it. Bowling does take a very long time in The Sims 4. However, I do really enjoy most of the stuff that came with it. Create a Sim wasn't my favorite personally, but I loved Build and Buy mode, and if we just had arcades, bowling night would definitely increase in value for me, because I feel like if we got arcades, then I would go to like the arcade and bowling alley like all the time. And then if I go to my notes, I know we have a few more that are missing. Sims 4 Snowy Escape goes in bad. I don't enjoy it. It is basically a glorified game pack. We all knew it, like when I wasn't enjoying my LP, I think a lot of things are broken with it. It came out like, and there were so many issues with it, so therefore it goes in bad for me. Eco Lifestyle, I absolutely love Eco Lifestyle. Very, very unpopular opinion because a lot of people do not like it. I think it is perfect for the type of gameplay that I love, which is like a rags to riches, started from nothing, work on like your own furniture. I do wish that you could like sell your own furniture. I mean, I guess if you had the retail system in Get to Work, you could do that. I just think there's something great about it. I love the concept of it. Yes, I do wish there was like a big bad in the gameplay, and that like, I don't like the environmental effects. I actually think they're probably the worst part of that pack, and the NAPs are a little bit messed up, but the actual like gameplay that came with it, I thoroughly enjoy. Like candle making, all of that, I love. Batu goes in bad. You could basically call it bad too. It's not my thing in The Sims 4. It's basically just like its own thing, and I don't even count it as a game pack. It just didn't feel like I was even playing like Star Wars. Like nothing felt like it had consequences or anything when I was playing that. Paranormal Stuff Pack, I absolutely love it. It's going straight into love it. I love the career. I love the items that came with it. Honestly, one of the strongest stuff packs that we have for The Sims 4, along with Nifty Knitting. That would also go in love it. Nifty Knitting might even make it up into nostalgia for me. I absolutely love the whole like internet Etsy type scenario that you have in it. I think it's really, really cool gameplay. And I just love knitting. I always say I want more hobbies. So there we have it. There's my ultimate tier ranking of every single pack for The Sims. I'm sorry if you do not agree with my ranking, but you know what? This is all personal preference. I constantly say what you are going to enjoy in The Sims literally comes down to who you make, what you do in the game, whether you're a builder, whether you enjoy Create Sim, whether you prefer telling stories, like actually playing it. It all shifts. I think if you're a game player, Sims 2 and Sims 3 are probably like the best out there. I think if you're a builder, Sims 4 definitely has the best build mode system. Everything is a personal preference to me when it comes to The Sims. Always has been, literally probably always will be. But those are my thoughts. Let me know what you all think. I am going to link this down below, so if you want to do your own version, send it over to me on Twitter. I absolutely love seeing them at EnglishSimmer. I love just getting to rant about The Sims. I love recording videos about this because I literally just constantly love to talk about The Sims. I don't know what it is. I love a good natter. But thank you all so much for tuning in. I hope you enjoyed just hearing my string of consciousness throughout this video, because I feel like I really didn't think, I just kind of spoke, which I mean is basically my channel anyway. But thank you all so much for tuning in, and I will speak to you all in the next one. Bye now.